Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Rich here with a quick overview of the all-new Formex Reef. And the Reef made its debut at this past weekend's virtual microlux. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the live streams, you can catch up on all the videos at lamicrolux.com. And when I learned the Reef would make its debut, I was really excited, and I think you can see why. This is just another winner by Formex. So before we get into the details of the watch, let's start off with the dimensions. It's in 42 millimeters. And it's just about 10 millimeters tall, so not a chunky dive watch, and it's only 47 millimeters from lug to lug. But I think the big news that came out of Formex has to be the news of their rebranding. Formex now has a logo, so right below 12 o'clock we can see that loop. And they came up with that design by taking the letters F and X from Formex, putting it into an infinity loop, and then in a hexagon, and I think it came out really nicely. And the font for Formex in the previous iterations is more of an italicized font, and this is more of a straight font. I think it works really well with the rebranding. And here on the crown, we can see the infinity loop there too. That's really well thought out. The bezel inlay is ceramic, so let's check out the turn action. It may not be as audible as other dive watches, but it's still solid. And still yet very satisfying. So there are different colorways, and I would describe this one more of between a navy, steel blue, and black, just and maybe more of like an indigo type of blue, very unique looking. All of the Reef's colorways will use the same color bezel inlay, but where they change the colors are on the dial. So all the different dials will have the same bezel inlay color, but they have it in like a sunray green, a sunray gray, and a sunray black. But I think this blue is definitely my favorite colorway out of all the options. I like the symmetry on the case. The bumpers right here are on both sides, so this just came out really nicely. And just like all Formex watches, you can just see the level of details on the finishing here. I think this is a good look right here. Brushed and then polished accents. Just really, really well done here. The bracelet, as you would come to expect, is another great bracelet by Formex. There's the branding on the clasp, the push releases here, which I really like. And then when we check out the adjustment, there is an adjustment to the clasp. So underneath the clasp right there, we just have to push this, and then we pull it out as much as we need. And I think we get about another 2 full links, or as much as we want in between. And I think that, and then we just close it back up in there. So really well done. Another really great bracelet by Formex. One thing that this doesn't have that we might be accustomed to with the other Formex models is it doesn't have this case suspension system, where the other model we can just push down here and then we can see the case rising up and down, and that really protects the movement. So it's going to be interesting to see if the future Reefs also come out with that case suspension system. I really like that, but I also know that not everyone is a fan of that, so it'll be interesting to see if they offer in both options, with the case suspension system and without it. So, you know, I think having 2 options might not be a bad thing, because I know for some people that is a turnoff. For me, I do like it. As I said, I like the symmetry of the case and the finishing here. And so what is the movement that is housing the Reef? And there's a good look at the solid case back. Really clean, a very tastefully done solid case back there with the wave pattern, or like the Reef in the center there. Well, the movement that is powering this Reef is Solida's top grade 300 movement, and it is a COSC certified movement, or a chronometer movement. So in a nutshell, that means the accuracy has to be within -4 seconds and plus 6 seconds a day to get that COSC certification. And my Essence, which is a chronometer grade movement, I get just a shade over 1 second a day in accuracy. Formex really knows how to regulate the movement and making sure that they are genuinely COSC certified. I would say that the biggest competitor to the Reef, and I am very familiar with the Manta's Ocean King, I think that would be an epic battle royale. I know that the Manta's is one of the most beloved watches that we have, especially with their Ocean King. So I think a head-to-head dive watch battle I think that's going to be an interesting battle. Manta's also use great movement. They have a great bracelet, great finishing. So I think this would be a very comparable battle. I am very familiar, like I said, with Manta and this reef. If I was to make a decision right now, out of my recollection, oh gosh, I might have to give the nod to the Formex Reef. As great as I love Mantas, I just think this reef has a little more of a cleaner look. I think that logo really does go a long way, and I like the reef. So this is priced retail. This is about $1,700, and again, that's in line with the Ocean King. So that, I think those are going to be the two classy divers in this price category. This is available for pre-order, and I believe they're going to be available to ship at the end of December. So hopefully just in time for Christmas, because this would be a really nice Christmas present to wake up to. Again, I think this is the Formex Reef overall is just a great offering, really nice offering by Formex, and I think another great direction that Formex is headed in. This is basically just a really quick overview of the reef. I really like the reef. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you soon.